my process into getting into the role and stuff like that, I think is irrelevant. I don't want to, self-grandize, in any way. So all that is completely irrelevant. I spoke about it during Ranjana and during my other films where I have a process and stuff like that. I use the same process here, but for me, it's important that people understand who she is and her story, because what she was extremely principled. And she always believed in doing the right thing. I did all this research on her, and I spoke to all her friends and her family and people who knew her, who worked with her. There are a lot of photographers and ad filmmakers, iconic ones, who worked with her. And her, her crew members and the passengers and everybody, I spoke with them, and they all said that she was only interested in doing the right thing. And it didn't matter what it was the principle of the thing. It was always a principle of the thing. And that is important. And that's what I learned from it. So it's not what I brought to the film, it's what the film brought into my life. What I learned was I was basically on shaky ground for a couple of years. I've always been known to be someone, I think, who has an opinion, who says the right thing, who always wants to do the right thing. And a lot of people are not okay with it. So there's a lot of negativity because I'm not compromising on a lot of things. And I was like, you know what? I'm getting backlash for being who I am anyway. I might as well become this person. But then this film came at the right time. And it taught me that a girl who was only 23 years old, she did this. She faced fear. And that's the most important thing, Jitesh. When you're scared and you still do the right thing, when you know that there's going to be something that's not right that's going to happen to you, but you're still like, it doesn't matter. And she did it on another level. She lost her life doing it. But it's a silly thing. Like, for example, going on Twitter and standing up for the right side. It's scary because you'll have a lot of people being negative. The media might not take it the right way. You might have morchas outside your house. You don't know. But you still need to stand up for it. And I also feel being diplomatic and not taking sides is also wrong. Because at the end of the day, you're actually encouraging the person who is not doing the right thing. So by not taking a stand, according to me, is also not the right thing to do anymore in this day and age. Because a lot of negative things are happening in the world right now. So I always think you need to take the stand, you need to do the right thing, and that's, so I just inculcated that principle back into my system. Because I always did that, because when you come and you're young and idealistic, and that's why I think it's important for people to see this film, because she was petrified. Anybody you ask in the plane, they were like, she was literally shaking and scared, but she always tried to do the right thing at that point. And so it was her fear versus courage, and her courage took over, which I think is amazing. And you feel like this only happens in the movies, but this actually really happened in real life. And that's why that's why people are reacting to it the way it is, because it's a biopic, it's Nirja, it's got me starring in it, it's not a big commercial film, and suddenly people are like, it's loving the promo is because people want to be this person. Yeah.
What a lovely thought. Courage takes over fear. Now I leave the floor open to other members of the press if there are any questions.
Hi. Thank you.
You want to give her this mic?
Just me.